Our man that was kidnapped by the Nigerian police, Dele Farotimi, where they kidnap. Yes, that was a kidnap. Because how best do you describe it? That a man, he day base, he day where he day, without notice, nothing. You can't move him. Come out from where he day, carry him, they go another place. 5 hours journey, from Lagos to Ekiti is 5 hours plus journey. Now you move him. That's a kidnap. Oh, do you have a better word for it? That man that was kidnapped, you know, as they kidnap him, we come they hear different speculations. They say, hey, well, he defame Tony Elumelu. Hey, he defame Baba Afe Babalola. Now there are 2 kidnappers. Now I won't carry on a go straight, make we hear from the horse's mouth. Waiting happen. Are you getting it? Because he was in court yesterday. As we heard, he was in court. Court refused to grant him bail. They say they don't grant him bail. That he was invited and he refused to come, which is a lie. When Tony Elumelu wrote a petition against him, they invited him, he went. Then they say that Baba Afe Babalola wrote a petition against him, and he was even summoned in court, of which nobody told him. There was no notice sent to him. They just left it there so that the court will be counting it that he has refused to come, but there was no notice at all. And if they know that they sent a notice or anything, they should make it available to the public. None. And then they were just looking for an avenue so that court will issue a warrant, an arrest warrant, so that they will go and kidnap him. You understand? How can you say that somebody refused to answer you when there was no someone in the first place? And then you kidnapped him from Lagos to Ekiti. Well, not even say make you pay for flight for him. Is that how poor Baba Afe Babalola is? With due respect, before they go talk, say I don't defame him. If you pay for flights now, since you know so what you are doing is legal. Who get the case now? You go pay for the flight. Now go carry flight move. I wanna go move a whole political activist. What can you you? I wanna go move them by road. That's a kidnap. It's a kidnap. Because if you not carry and say when I want carry and go put for flight, when I fly, people wait there inside they don't go green now. They go say when they carry this man go. Now why they go by road so that nobody go see them? That's a kidnap. Let us hear from the man now. What actually happened? Una go hear story, una go shock. Yes, that's correct. Una go hear what happened now. Yes, I go play on the video. What and where? What happened? Let us meet in the comment section and then discuss. You will see a man that is passionate about in Nigeria working. Wait till the problem. He writes a book, and inside that book, you know the beautiful thing. That book now is selling out. Yes, that's correct. The people where they sell the book, the people that are in charge of selling the book, they said their website almost crashed because of the demands that were coming from Nigerians. And if you want to read the book that they are saying, he defamed Afe Babalola, he defamed this person, he defamed, I beg, this number will do your screen now. Call this number. You will buy the book. Now this number will give you the book. You understand? Now the people, they sell the book. Now them, they say, call them. And also make you pay money. Call them, they go tell you where their bookshop, there you go there. Go pick the book and you pay in person. Are you getting it? So that you will read the book and know what's up. How did they defame him? How did they defame anybody? Whether Afe Babalola or anybody that will claim that he was defamed. Very sweet title. Nigeria and its criminal justice system. Some people name come up. They say they defamed them. How? Go and read the book. Meanwhile, look at what happened. Let us hear from the horse's mouth directly. Watch this video. Let us meet in the comment section.
There is absolutely no crime to be found in what I have said. And what did I say? Somebody asked me on Twitter. Somebody tagged me and asked a question. A person asked if I thought Mr. Tony Elumelu might, in 2027, support a person like Peter Obi to become the president of Nigeria, just as Elon Musk had done similarly in America. And I answered, how can you possibly be asking that of Tony Elumelu? Tony Elumelu is a member of the Nigerian ruining class. A veritable member, a beneficiary of the system. Why would he fight against the system? I think then I translated the Yoruba proverb, I said he's an impoverished rich man. That was the extent of everything I said. At best, you call that vulgar abuse. I became aware that some men purporting to be policemen from the Ekiti State Police Command were in Lagos on a mission to abduct me. I believe the Ekiti State Police Command is under the Zone 2 at Onikon. I was at Onikon repeatedly, and nobody was aware of any form of interest in me by the Ekiti State Police Command, or any police formation for that matter. So at this point, knowing and being very familiar with the evil forest that we call Nigeria, because that is what we have built. So living in this evil forest, it became particularly clear that I must be very careful with my movement, because there were kidnappers on the prowl, or perhaps hired killers, because this could definitely not have been policemen. I wasn't missing, I wasn't lost, my whereabouts was not unknown. But these persons were intent on abducting me. Knowing all of this, I was forced to avoid publicizing the funeral services of my father-in-law, which took place in Ibadan last week. I had to be moving around like a prey, being hunted by persons who are meant to be paid by my taxes for my protection. Things got to a head on Friday afternoon when one of my domestic staff was about to be abducted in this same attempt at getting me. He was told that he had a parcel, but I had already raised the threat level in my household and everywhere around me, and the young man was conscious enough to avoid being abducted. But these persons abducted the security staff of a company in which my wife had as interests. And we had to strive to have this person bailed by that evening. Now, this was where it began to get interesting, because now I had to try and find out exactly what was going on. And I thank God for grace, because we must all become very clearly aware that there are times when you will be waiting to find angels with wings, but the angels that will be sent to you might not come with wings. But there have been men and women who stepped up to the plate in the last couple of days with information, and information is power. It came to my knowledge that there is a charge that had been fraudulently preferred against me before a court in Ekiti State at the instance of Chief Afe Babalola. This charge had been fraudulently preferred, hidden from view, and the court had purportedly demanded my presence multiple times, and I had failed to appear before this court. And this court had then proceeded to issue a bench warrant for my arrest. This is classic Afe Babalola. I detailed his corruptive influence in my book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. And what he has done is exactly what he has always done in hiding, but he has done it this time again, and the calculations were that I would have been picked up, taken before this judge who must have either been compromised or misled in Ekiti, and I would have been remanded in prison custody for being somebody who was meant to face trial and who had refused to bring himself to court. I am reliably informed that social media influencers had been paid to spin these narratives after my arrest. Human rights activists have been positioned to start speaking after my arrest, including one Agbaya. High offices in this country have been compromised in pursuit of my persons. High offices, from the Inspector General's office, because the police have been subverted. The Attorney General of the Federation needs to examine himself, because his office has been somehow linked to this as well. I do not know if the presidency is directly involved in this, and I will not make frivolous charges. But high offices have been subverted in pursuit of a criminal purpose. I have committed no crime, done nothing wrong. If I have committed any wrong for which the state requires my attendance in a court or at a police station, they know exactly where I live. I will live only once, but I will not live cowering to any man. Let us be clear. If and when I have a charge to answer before a court. You all know where I live. I'm not hiding, and I'm not running away from anybody. Let us be very clear about that. I will never run away from Nigeria. We all have to pretend that we are in a democracy, and we have to pretend that we are citizens, and we have to pretend that we are a country ruled by law. And by all means, you will pretend that we are. I have done nothing. And if I have a charge that should be preferred against me, bring it on. I'm happy to come to court to have my day. If there is a crime, there must be justice, not only for the person who is aggrieved. There must be justice for the accused. And there must also be justice for the system. This is not how to build a rule-based system, where the system itself becomes so criminal that policemen were engaged in criminality. I was at Zone 2 twice. But this, they never reported in any police station in Lagos. Never. This was a rogue operation designed to achieve a criminal purpose. Gentlemen of the press, I'm a Nigerian, what's and all. I'm not different from any one of you, but I desire a better Nigeria. And in my desire for a better Nigeria, the only weapon I have employed, whilst others have picked up guns, whilst they've picked up lies, blackmail, the only weapon I have ever used is the truth. It is sufficient both as a weapon and as a defense. If you are not happy with anything I have said, whether it is the one that is busy complaining that I say that he's an impoverished rich man, or the one that is angry that I told the truth of his corruption of the society, or any one of them that are angry about what I have done, the only thing that binds all of us, and by which we are bound, is fidelity to the truth. If I have done anything wrong, drag me to court. Stop all this on their hands or repetitious move. And let me be very clear. A petition is on its way to the National Judicial Commission. Let it find out exactly who this judge is. I will not dignify this fraud. I will not dignify it. I have already filed a fundamental human rights enforcement suit against all the parties. And I will submit all the necessary petitions both to the Police Service Commission and to the Judicial Service Commission. This is fraudulent and is fraud in the face of the entire nation. Thank you very much.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.